What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey672 coming to you guys with a video right now. I want to go over joint practice for the Philadelphia Eagles against the New England Patriots. Second day, okay? I thought today was a fantastic day today. I really did. There are definitely some things to talk about. The media couldn't really take too much video today, but obviously there's little nits and bits that we could definitely go over. And to start out with, Devonta Smith was limited, okay, but at the same time did some drills later on. Went underneath, came off the line against a Patriots corner, went off the line, very explosive, was actually open underneath for a touchdown, had huge separation, but Jalen Hurts threw back in the end zone to Zach Ertz for a touchdown. So obviously Zach Ertz had a really solid day. He's had a very solid training camp. Devonta Smith need him in this lineup. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what I really don't know what the plan is for Thursday as of the preseason game. So I don't know if they're keeping him in, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're going to give him a couple snaps, if they're going to wait till the third preseason game, maybe. I don't even know how many stars are playing for the third preseason game. I'm not really sure. But Devonta Smith looks almost ready. Another couple to a few days, and I think he'll be ready to come in and do some good things. So I'm very excited about Devonta Smith being in this lineup. Even Jalen Hurts said the other day at training camp, for the first training camp against the Patriots the other day, said that he's fine. Don't even worry about it. So if he's not worrying, I'm not worrying, and that's great. I think the highlight of the day was really Jalen Reagor. Again, today. Jalen Reagor. I mean, one-handed catch. Okay, did such a good job. Okay, I'm such a Reagor fan. I really am. Last year was last year. I understand that. 3 injuries. 2 of them were because of 2 suicide passes from Carson Wentz. I understand that. But this guy has been singled out of all these players last year in 2020, and you can't single out a player in this offense that we had last year. Everybody played horrible. There was no coaching aspect. There was no developing aspect. But look what you're getting. After Nick Sirianni kind of chewed out Jalen Reagor in practice a few days ago, it seems like he's just turned to a different player. Like, he goes off of that. Like, he plays better off of that. And this is showing. This is the most production I've seen in a wide receiver core. The most production I've ever seen. Really. I've never seen this much production out of the wide receivers, especially against another team at joint practice. I really haven't seen it in a while. But this is something you got to look out for. Reagor's going to be plugged into this offense. They're going to be using his speed to go in any direction he wants, whatever direction they put him in, and just find the open field and get open. Reagor's going to be a huge mismatch for a lot of people. Whether he lines up on the outside, whether he lines up in the slot, he'll be probably sharing more with Greg Ward there. But most likely he probably will line up on the outside. Who knows? But he's got the speed. His route running looks so much sharper. And I think even from that first preseason game, I know he didn't have many receptions, guys, but he wasn't even targeted that much. And on top of everything else, if you watch that game carefully, Reagor was getting open a lot, but they just weren't throwing to him at that point. So Jalen Reagor's got a lot to show here, and I think if this transfers to these, if this skill level will transfer to NFL games, I'll be very happy with it. I really will, and I'm already happy with Jalen Reagor at this point. So can't wait to see what this kid brings to the table with all the other receivers in Quez Watkins and Devonta Smith. This wide receiver core is young, but it's a lot of speed. It's a lot of speed, guys, and this is probably going to be one of the fastest offenses that the Eagles have had in a long time. So I'm pretty pumped for it. So Jalen Reagor, I want to see more. I can't wait. Then you have Greg Ward that scored a touchdown or had a nice reception. I think it was red zone today. If you guys know, Greg Ward has had a really solid camp. There was news on him, scoring yesterday on one-on-ones. I didn't put that video up. I couldn't find it until I found it later on, but had a good day yesterday, but has had a solid camp, definitely making the roster, okay? Now, Greg Ward can play outside, can play inside. Obviously, these receivers are being intermediate, so they're definitely putting all these receivers at all the receiver positions to create mismatches. Greg Ward, if you guys remember last year, was a major part of, Jalen Hurts. I think the reliable receiver for Jalen Hurts was Greg Ward last year. Reliable hands and a great red zone threat. That's definite. So obviously Jalen Hurts having a fantastic day, not just yesterday, but today. The throws were on the money today for Jalen Hurts. But Greg Ward is doing a really good job. Tyree Jackson, the tight end, the guy that I need to make this roster, scored a touchdown today. Did a little bit of a Gronk, hit the football on the ground, did some good things. Tyree Jackson had some drops, I think, yesterday. But, it's a new position he's learning. But it seems like the coaching aspect of this is he's getting it's getting productive now. He's starting to look productive. Even in that first preseason game against the Steelers, he had some really good catches. Seemed very reliable. He's 6'7", 82.5-inch wingspan. I mean, this guy has got crazy size. I think he runs like a 4.5, which is pretty good for his size. From a quarterback turn receiver turn tight end by Nick Sirianni now, I think it's really, at the end of the day, I think he just has all but ceiling. I think this guy has to make the roster. Cut Richard Rodgers if you have to. It seems like Zach Ertz is staying here. I don't know. But if Zach Ertz is staying here, you cut Richard Rodgers and you keep Dallas Goedert and you get Tyree Jackson on this roster. Obviously, he hasn't been cut yet. The Eagles made more cuts today. So still on the roster, which is a really, really good sign. So Tyree Jackson, I want to see more, and hopefully I see more this Thursday. I'm pretty excited about it. Zach Ertz, like I said, back of the end zone, touchdown today. Like I said, Devonta Smith was open for a touchdown, but they passed to Zach Ertz. Jalen Hurts passed to Zach Ertz instead for the touchdown. Zach Ertz had a really good camp. Really, he's building his value right now, so whatever happens to Zach Ertz before the first game, I don't know what's happening, but having a really good, even for the first game, besides that one drop that he had, I think he actually played really good. That's just me. A solid camp. I have to give it where it's due. Now on the defense, TJ Edwards and Alex Singleton were fantastic. I mean, they had multiple interceptions on Cam Newton today. Multiple interceptions in the red zone today. They played fantastic. I think TJ Edwards has lifted up as probably the number one linebacker. That's just me from what I've seen so far. Alex Singleton, Eric Wilson right behind him at that point. So I really do like this linebacker core. We're seeing more out of this linebacker core. We're seeing a lot more out of some of these other guys. So I wasn't expecting this much production out of these linebackers, but we have kept them and we've kept them pretty much as backups for so long that these guys really have never had chances. Okay, so that's a huge problem. I do like what they're doing with these linebackers. We're changing fronts from a 4-3 to a 3-4. We're trying to find out the skill sets. Jonathan Gannon is trying to find out the skill sets of all these linebackers. Who's good at covering? Who's good against the run? Who's good at getting off blocks? You know what I mean? So all that really comes into account. And you really have to watch out for that. So very excited for those guys. Really pumped. I think with the linebacker position, we really have to see. At this point, I haven't seen much of them in coverage so much. Even in the first preseason game, not much in coverage. Maybe we'll see some of that. Maybe in the next game. Maybe Jonathan Gann doesn't want to give away. Maybe he's seen more in these joint practices that he doesn't want to put these in a game because you don't want to give away too much. As of right now. So should be a lot of fun, should be interesting, and the linebacker core should be great. Kavon Wallace. Kavon Wallace, he does a lot of this, right? So Kavon Wallace, if I could read the quote-unquote, was relentless against Cam Newton today. Was relentless, saying not only are you throwing checkdowns, that's all you ever do over and over, you're the king of it. Cam got so annoyed. They were at the 20, they were inside the 20-yard line. The Patriots did 20 plays inside the 20. They didn't score one time. Didn't score once. This defense is astounding. And you know what, Kavon Wallace, I thought he's dealing with injury. I've seen that I don't know if he was just saying stuff from the sideline. But I don't think so. He was throwing Kavon Wallace's way and then didn't throw his way for a while. So obviously, Kavon Wallace could really get into your head. Which is great. So it's nice to see Kavon Wallace is back. This is a really important position at safety, guys, because really McLeod's got coming off an ACL. I think Anthony Harris I thought he had a pretty good preseason game. There wasn't many highlights from him, but seems like he takes really good angles, good tackler, sees things before they happen. So that's a really good thing. Which I think is awesome. The safety position, you got Andrew Adams, you got Marcus Epps, you got certain guys here right now that, I'm not really big on Marcus Epps. Maybe he's more of a special teams type guy. I'm not really sure. But, we're just going to have to see. But very happy what Kavon Wallace has brought to the table so far. And should be a lot of fun to watch. I'm hoping this draft pick works out, guys. I've been a big Kavon Wallace fan. He's never just really had a chance, unfortunately. Now, Quez Watkins had another amazing day today. Another amazing day. Now, from what the beat writers did see on the field, which there's no video on it, the Quez Watkins broke J.C. Jackson's ankles on one-on-ones. Okay, and it was literally at the 5-yard line. His ankles, he literally tripped up. J.C. Jackson. I mean, this is a guy that's in the top 100. This is a guy that's in the top 100 corners. Top 100 of the. I mean, the NFL top 100 list, not top 100 corners, but NFL top 100 list. Okay, it's crazy. It's literally crazy. Quez faked him out. He was sitting at the 5-yard line, scored a touchdown. Quez is relentless. I mean, he is relentless. Like a big chip on his shoulder, a huge chip on his shoulder. And you know what? I think he's showing it now. I think he's showing it. So I'm really happy. These receivers they make me emotional. They make me teary-eyed sometimes because I haven't seen this much production in so long. And I don't want to see guys that just go through the motions at practice and then training camp. I want to see guys that are fighting and are hungry. That's why I don't want to bring in a veteran receiver. That's why let these guys play. Let these guys be hungry. Let these guys just create, if you bring a veteran receiver here, all it's going to do is then you have to release another player. And you have a veteran receiver that you're not going to be keeping for a long time. So at this point, guys, keep what you have as of right now. Let these guys be hungry. Let these dogs are locked in cages. They just let them just unlock, just take the key, unlock it, open the cage, and let them flourish. That's all I'm asking. Let them out the cage. Let them do what they want to do. Let them be intimidating. Let them tell you they're going to beat you. That's the kind of receivers I want for this Philadelphia Eagles football team. And for these receivers, especially in Quez Watkins. So other than that, guys, I mean, I'm so happy about this. Like, I'm so excited for Thursday night, and I just want the season to start. After this game this week, I'm going to want the season to start. I think I want the season to start after last week, but I'm pretty pumped about it, guys. It's going to be really exciting, really a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We do cover the Eagles all year round and cover training camp, and obviously we're going to be live streaming the Eagles-Patriots this Thursday night, so definitely join me on that. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up? Follows 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.